This is not just a bike. This is the return of a legend. The Royal Enfield Bullet 650 brings back the classic Bullet style with a much more powerful engine. But the real question is it only about looks, or does it actually perform well on the road? The bike comes with a 648cc parallel twin engine that produces around 46 horsepower and 51 Nm of torque. This is the same engine used in other Royal Enfield 650 bikes, so it is already known for being reliable and smooth. When you ride it, you will immediately feel the difference from the old Bullet. There are almost no heavy vibrations, and the engine feels very refined. It has strong low-end torque, which means it pulls nicely even at low speeds and on highways. You can cruise comfortably between 120 to 140 km/h, but one thing is clear. This is not a racing bike. It is made for relaxed riding, not aggressive speed. When it comes to design, this bike really stands out. It keeps the original Bullet identity with small modern touches. You get hand-painted pinstripes, a classic round headlamp, a teardrop fuel tank, and chrome exhausts that give it a premium and vintage look. This is the kind of bike that people notice on the road. It is more about presence and style than showing off speed. The riding position is very comfortable. You sit upright, the seat is wide, and the handlebars are placed in a relaxed position. This makes it perfect for long rides. You can ride for hours without feeling too tired. The suspension setup is simple, with telescopic forks at the front and twin shock absorbers at the rear. It works well on highways and normal roads, but on very rough roads it can feel a bit stiff. Now, one important thing you need to know is the weight. This bike is heavy, around 240 kilos. On highways, this actually helps because the bike feels very stable, even at higher speeds. But in city traffic, especially in crowded areas, it can feel a bit difficult to handle, especially for new riders. In terms of features, the bike stays very simple. You get a semi-digital instrument cluster, a fuel gauge, a gear indicator, and dual-channel ABS for safety. There are no fancy electronics or advanced riding modes, but honestly, this bike is not about technology. It is about the feeling of riding something classic. Fuel efficiency is average for a 650cc bike. You can expect around 20 to 25 kilometers per liter, depending on how you ride. So it is fine for daily use, but it is not a very economical option. Price is where things can be a problem, especially if you are buying it in Pakistan. Because of import costs, it can become quite expensive. This is not a budget bike. It is something you buy because you love the brand and the experience. So in the end, this bike is perfect for someone who wants style, comfort, and a strong road presence. It is not for someone who wants high speed or sporty performance. This is a bike you enjoy slowly, not something you push to the limit. If you love classic motorcycles and you want something that feels special every time you ride it, the Bullet 650 makes a lot of sense. But if your focus is speed and performance, there are better options out there. This bike is made for the heart, not for racing.